Hello everybody and welcome back to Lucky by Nature. This is Beast Demon and here we are. Finally the official release has happened. And I know that consoles are still waiting for the servers to go live, but hang in there guys. It's coming soon, I hope. But in the meantime, let's see if we can make heads or tails of the ending. So if you don't want to see the spoilers, then stop watching this video now. Alright, for the rest of you, let's get into it. Alright, so after you hit the little button at the end of the tech cave, this is where it sends you. So you no longer ascend. And as you can see, these are the actual boss arenas. That's where you teleport in, right down there. And right here on this weird code, it actually, tells you that the broodmother status is dormant at Survive the Ark. So I took the time to go ahead and decode this. And so it's basically the same for all three arenas. So basically, someone watches us from here as we fight the bosses. And then they would have a hearty laugh at our expense every time we would end up getting stuck after we killed the boss. And we couldn't get back down to the island or scorched earth. These guys have a sense of humor. Watching us run around, jump around, acting like monkeys. I could see why they would do it. That would be pretty entertaining. Alright, so now if you look up, there is more weird code, but you have to go to the other side to read it because it's backwards from here. So this one says Observation Deck Testing Facility at Survive the Ark. Alright, let's keep on going and see what else there is. According to that sign up on the roof, this is the prehistorical species area. And if you look at the map, it looks like there was only one continent. And if we go to the opposite side of the globe, we find a dinosaur chamber. I would imagine that this is where they make them and that's how they respawn, so we will never run out of dinos. But if we decode this in front of us, it translates to Extra Hominid Preservation Record Extinct. Nothing new there. We already know that the dinos are extinct, so let's move on. This is just my opinion, but I don't know that I would have used the words hominid though, because I mean the Gigantopithecus, yeah, but that's about it. But hey, what do I know? These aliens are a lot smarter than I am apparently, although I do think they lack common sense sometimes. Alright, most of the time, but hey, I'm not keeping count. Alright, so now we are in the ancestral records, and this is where I'm a little shocked but not surprised, to be honest. The globe looks like modern day Earth and, has a little green on it, which I have no idea what that means, but as my little 5-year-old says, green means go. Yep, he's a backseat driver already. Gotta love it. So if we look at the chamber here, this is where humans must be made. The code translates to Homo sapien Preservation Record Extinct. That's right guys, we went extinct. Probably at our own hand, I'm sure. I'm actually thinking of going extinct right now just from having to wait so darn long for these damn servers to come up. I'm about to pull someone's hair out. Come on guys. I would say pull my hair out, but that crap hurts. So I would rather just pull someone else's. Alright, let's move on. Now we are at the Homo Deus area, and if you don't know what that is, I will explain in a minute. If you look at the globe, there is a lot of red, so something bad must have happened. And if we look over at the chamber, we see what looks like some kind of human or ghost. The code translates to Homo Deus Colonist Group 1327 Endangered. Well, I have a little bit of code missing, but I was only missing one letter, and that's what I gathered. So obviously this is us, the players of Ark. Homo Deus is basically a human god endowed with supernatural abilities such as eternal life. That's probably why we can't die, and we keep on coming back from death. But if we can't die, then why would we be endangered? So many questions. Here we are at their local post office. For an advanced species, you would think that they figured out how to be more effective with their mail delivery, but nope. They still don't have a system to deliver right to your door. But this is where they send us the beacons from. And now we move on to the main room where the big fight happens. Right in front of us is the island map. I'm sure this is where we are being watched from. And so for every arc, there's an overseer that keeps track of our every move. If you look at the distance though, it looks like some catastrophe happened to that arc. It kind of looks like Scorched Earth to me, but it could be just some different map that we never got to see, where things went real bad. You can see the moon in shambles in the distance, completely destroyed. But if we look at another arc that is close to us, we see what looks like an observatory. We start out closer to the shaft and made our way to the point of it, where you can see windows just like what we are looking out from. Here's a closer look. After the boss gets killed, our solar system appears and Earth comes into focus with a lot of arcs around it. I imagine that the arc that is glowing in red must represent the arc you are in, but obviously it will show the same one every time. Those lazy aliens. Just kidding. Next thing you know, you are flying through space past all the other arcs, so basically each arc represents each server in real life, which is kind of cool. And it looks like in the end we end up going out away from Earth and the arcs, at which point we see just how many arcs there are. And we see a little circle glowing red, which would become our target arc. And to me it looks like a map that resembles Scorched Earth, but with the obelisk in the wrong placement. If you read the notes, this is basically the way you were supposed to go to Scorched Earth, but they got that DLC out a bit early, as you all know. But there are no more ascensions. But I think it would be cool if they added one in Scorched Earth, so you could go to the next map until you finally make it to the final destination. Well, that's pretty much it. Let me know what your thoughts are on this. I definitely like the way they ended it, so we will see where it goes from here. That's it for me, so until the servers come online, keep your sanity.
My work saved the human race.